is up, beautiful people of YouTube? My name is Tastic, and welcome to a very special episode today where I'm going to be giving you the top 5 must-have LSPDFR plugins for 2020, for the year 2020. I've made this tutorial, or this, I guess, help guide about a couple years ago. You guys loved it. I decided to make one that's updated for this year. So if you are new to LSPDFR or just been around for a while and not sure what to do or what to pick for as far as plugins, you have tuned into the right video, because I'm going to give you the top 5 must-have plugins for me that I suggest to you. Of course, everybody has different preferences, and this list could be made plenty of different ways. But not only am I going to give you the top 5 must-have plugins for LSPDFR, I'm also going to give you 4 quick bonus ones that I feel should be also added there. So let's get it started. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the first one I am going to give you, or the first 3 actually, are going to be by the same guy. He does a lot for the community. I'm sorry if I butcher your name. It's either Bijo Ijo or Biho Iho. I don't know which one it is. I'm sorry, but this is going to be by him. The first one I suggest from the top 5 must-have plugins for LSPDFR is Stop the Ped. Stop the Ped is essential. It adds so much immersive RP when you're questioning a subject or suspect outside of their vehicle or on a sidewalk. You can stop them, you can grab them, you can have them follow you, you can question them. This has breathalyzer tool, the drug swab test, all this stuff. And you know, you can escort, or you can request escort vehicle by taxi, on foot, on ambulance, and you can obviously have questions for them. Not only that, you can go easily in XML files and add custom questions and answers for you, or you know, just play around with it. So it's not just the questions that are in there, you know, hey, have you been drinking, instead of saying yes, I'm always hydrated, or stay hydrated, blah blah blah. You can actually change that. It's very, very essential, and is very, very needed, and I think it's a must have, which is Stop the Ped. Let's keep it going with the same guy, which is Ultimate Backup. Ultimate Backup is very needed. Yes, you have a traffic police or the default LSPDFR, you already have a menu for backup, but it's not as technical and as accurate and as helpful as this. This is very, very needed. Whether it's a felony stop, whether it's code 2, or whether it's just a regular traffic stop, the Ultimate Backup gives you the option to have backup there that actually backs you up. They're not just coming here and just running around. Next thing you know, they hop in the car and leave. No, they won't leave until you tell them to leave. When they come, if you put your hands on your gun, they'll put their hands on their gun. When you take your gun out, they'll take your gun out. On its own, is very, very beautiful. And even when you're having a traffic stop, I don't want to say 100% of the time, because it is LSPDFR after all. 9 out of 10 times when you call a backup for like a traffic stop, the car parks behind you, not blocking the traffic, parks behind you perfectly. So 9 out of 10 times, like I said, I can't say 100% of the times, because it is LSPDFR. So Stop the Ped is a must-have one. Whether it's EMS, regular backup, code 3, even in a felony stop, they will come and do the felony stop formation with you, which is very, very awesome. So Ultimate Backup is without a doubt the best backup menu you can have for LSPDFR, and is the top 5 must-have plugins for LSPDFR for me. Alright, now this one we might be conflicted, and it's the last one by Bijo Ijo or Bihu Ihu, whatever it is. So this one might be conflicted for some people. For the longest time, especially the OG LSPDFR players, we have used Computer Plus, but COMPULITE came about a year ago, and ever since then it's been taken off. Honestly, at first I was very skeptical of COMPULITE, but after a while, now I use it and I love it, and I won't go back to Computer Plus, just because Computer Plus wasn't always the most accurate with the names, with the suspects, with the images. It just was not the most accurate, and it was somewhat memory intensive on the game, where it would crash whenever you access it sometimes. Now, I played with Computer Plus for maybe 3+ years, and I love it. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer here, but personally, I like COMPULITE for the accuracy of it, for how detailed they can get, and just simply how simple it is. It's very, very simple. It is not bad. It's straight to the point, but nevertheless, whether you go Computer Plus or COMPULITE, you need to have one of those in game, and I suggest you just do COMPULITE if you're going to use Stop the Ped and Ultimate Backup, since it's all by the same guy. So that's the number 3 one you must have. Now, number 4, I feel like it goes without saying, but some people might not be aware of it, or some people maybe haven't been holding off on it, but it's Emergency Uniform Pack, aka EUP. Everybody knows what EUP is. It basically allows you to use your own character in the game and have it be custom to a lot of departments. That even includes Port Police, or Port Authority, sorry, and Los Santos Airport Police. So as you guys can see here, it's very, very nice. You can use your own character. You don't have to use the ugly default police character. You can use your own character, customize it, and there's a lot of a lot of amazing texture developers out there and modders that make custom EUPs for their town or random towns like NYPD, blah blah blah. So this way you don't just take NYPD, put it on a default police mod. You will actually look legit in the game. So emergency uniform pack is a must-have for the top 5 must-have LSPDFR plugins. Alright, so before we get to the bonus, last but not least for the top 5 must-have plugins for LSPDFR is Police Smart Radio. Now I know, before you guys get at me and say, what is the point of this when we already have Stop the Pen Ultimate Backup where we can use the same things that Police Smart Radio has? Well, I'll tell you what. Again, we're talking about immersive roleplay. We're talking about easy access, a better EUI than a menu. That's why you can't go wrong with Police Smart Radio, and the fact that it's compatible with all the other ones that I've mentioned. So Police Smart Radio is basically, it's a Police Smart Radio. You have a radio on the top or the bottom right of your screen. You can obviously change it, but you have the end the call, play check, request pit, blah blah blah. To me, the reason why I like it more is because it's much more easier to access than, let's just say, the Stop the Pet menu or Ultimate Backup, especially if it's a pursuit, especially if it's a code 3 situation, especially if you're under fire. I feel like it's very, very much easier to access it if you're in the car. Instead of hitting the COMPULITE, the la la la, let's say you're waiting to pull the car over, you can just go ahead and the Police Smart Radio, ask for a license plate check, all the good stuff. Now, before we go and get on to the bonus, remember, all of these, you need to read the Read Mes of all of these tutorials. I'm not going to sit here and do it for you guys. You need to do that in your own. So, for example, Police Smart Radio is not going to work on it by itself. There's 2 other things that you need. Obviously, LSPDFR is 0.4, but the Traffic Policer plugin and the albo1125.com. And so you need that for Traffic Policer to be integrated within your game. So that's very, very important to look at. But like I said, it is your responsibility that you need to read the readmes of other mods or plugins that are mentioned in this tutorial. So the last of the top 5 for me is Police Smart Radio by Albo. Last but not least is ELS, aka Emergency Lighting Systems. Now I know what you guys are saying. Not everybody, and I've been in this community for a while now, not everybody actually prefers ELS, which at first was surprising, but then I kind of realized different strokes for different folks, right? But ELS is necessary for the fact that it adds, again, if you want to talk about immersive police roleplay and you want to talk about, especially for your fans, if you're doing this for video content purposes, but it just adds that much of a layer for LSPDFR. Of course, you can customize your stage 1, which is TA. You can customize stage 2 lighting, stage 3 lighting. You can go in there and even dictate how the lighting works in the XML files to match your hometown, because I know some people like to be that technical and specific. Me personally, I'm not that technical or specific, but I know some people like that. A lot of the models come with a specific ELS files that you can put in that has already done the job for you. But regardless, if, let's face it, half of the models on whether it's LSPDFR or GTA 5 police mods or GTA 5 mods are ELS. Half of the models are ELS, so if you're gonna get ELS model, ELS is a must-have plugin for LSPDFR. It's gonna make your life easier. It's gonna make your life easier, and remember, it's easier to play non-ELS when you have ELS than the other way around. So the top 5 must-have plugins for LSPDFR is definitely ELS. Alright guys, so I mentioned some bonus ones for you guys. Let's get it started real quick here. Sticky wheels. It's basically what it is. If you turn your car right, get out the car, the wheels stay right. It's not gonna go back left or straight. It's gonna be realistic. It's very, very fun, especially when you want to take certain screenshots when you're not in the car. Sticky wheels is a must have. Again, it's a bonus. You don't really need it, but it's a must have. Number 2 of the bonus round, brake lights plus. Basically, it is what it says it is. When you stop the car, instead of your brake lights not turning on because of GTA 5 limitation, this simple plugin, very small plugin, just enables you, once you're stopped at a red light or a stoplight, it just enables your brake lights to stay on, not just randomly turn off, and obviously turn off once you start driving. It's a must-have plugin. And last but not least, especially if you are a video creator, is going to be player location display. The reason it's necessary, it just adds that much roleplay to it, and you understand where you're at. Like I said, especially if you do this for video content, you can be like, dispatch, show me 1095 northbound Palito Bay, so kind of make it realistic for you and your fans, and kind of let you know where it's at. Obviously, this is nothing new. It's been around a while, but it's a must have. So these have been the top 5 must-have plugins for LSPDFR with a bonus of 3. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If it helped you out, you know what to do. Hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, welcome to the J Army. I am confident you will subscribe and become a part of J Army, because that's what we do around here. We just show each other love, we grow together, and we help each other out. But again, a lot of these are based on personal preference. A lot of them to me are a must-have, but you might disagree, you might agree with. Either way, let us know what else you recommend to the LSPDFR community in the comments below. Thank you guys very, very much for watching. My name is Tastic, and I am out.